Hi, welcome back, welcome back. Doo doo. Hi, I'm here today, the Nubian Review. My name is Sharifa. Thank you for joining me today. I thought I would just come on in here and share a very quick haul that I received. I ordered a couple of products a while ago, and then I went um, to a book shopping at a used bookstore in my city. And I always have my list of books that I am like on the watch for. A lot of them are books that I want to acquire to put in my library at home. Some of them I have read, some of them I have not read. And so I always have like in my mind like this list of at least two or three books that I'm looking for. And so when I went into this bookstore, I did find two of the books, but I only got one. And I'll tell you why. Give me a moment. I'm going to get the books right now. All right, so I went to Cal's Bookstore, Chicago. This is a used book dealer, and it's several of them throughout the state. And I think most of them are like west. What? No, 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 no. Pals is, I think, everywhere in the United States, but particular cities have them. More city than the bigger cities instead of the smaller towns. So you may find one in your city if you're looking for one. Now, there is the original Pals book in Oregon, and that is my goal to visit that one, sometime in the future. Hopefully the near future, but in the future. So I want to go over this book haul with you. Not book, yes, this book haul. Very small book haul, and share with you what I got. So I'm back. I had to leave and get my lunch out the oven before I burned it. I was looking at the timer as I was recording in my peripheral, and I was seeing the numbers going down. So I had to go get the food, let it sit while I showed this book haul. And then, while I was doing that, of course, I did something to my hair, but that's minor. I'm actually getting ready to give my hair a really good detox and wash wash my hair. It's nice outside, so I kind of figured that this would be the perfect time to do it. So, but let's get into this book haul. So the first book that I got, and this is the book that I actually went into the bookstore for. It is on my list of books to get. Born in Blackness, Africa, Africans, and the Making of the Modern World, 1471 to the Second World War, Howard W. French. I checked this out several years ago at my local library, and I've been wanting to get my own copy for my personal library, so I went ahead and got it. Now, I'm not going to go into details about the books. I just want to show you um, what I actually got, and I'll tell you about the last book, the second book I was looking for, but I ended up. I'll tell you the story. So the second book I got was Breaking Sudan, the Search for Peace by Jack Modak, and this was reasonably priced. I think this like maybe $4.95, so I would say $5. So I went ahead and got this, and so I'm looking forward to reading that. I like to read about Darfur, and Cold War, Civil War, topics like that along that line. This book right here, this was part of my collection a long time ago, and I'm gonna tell you guys, when I moved, I honestly think that a few of my boxes of books, they got lost because they're like a few books, like a lot of books that I'm thinking about now that I can't find. So I'm having to replace them. I don't have to replace them, but I want to replace them for my personal library. But this one right here, A Long Walk to Freedom, the autobiography of Nelson Mandela. So I have this to add into my library again. And I know people say, well, why would you repurchase it? You know, these are books I consider my timeless classics. These are books that I will go, you know, in the future and read them again. And so I'm not the type of person who will have an active TBR of books to read and never read them. And I don't want to do what they call that unhauling. When I do an unhaul, when I when I get a book from my library at home, um, if I feel that I need to unhaul it in the future, it won't be that many to unhaul because my goal is to cultivate a library that I will want to read books over and over again, and hopefully, you know, share these books with my friends and family if they're looking for a resource or, you know, a book to read. So the second book, and this is also by about Mandela. The first one was an autobiography. This is a book that he wrote himself, and this one right here was a book written about him. Now I have another book from this author. The book that I have is The Fate of Africa, and this is the second book I will have by this particular author, and it is Mandela A Biography. So this will be, and I know someone may say, well, why would you get the biography and the auto? The auto are in his words. Biography is in the author who, you know, did you know, wrote about him or that person. These are their words based on research, facts, or interviews. So it will be interesting to see how this book will turn out. I've read Martin Meredith's work before, so I do like it. And so it will be a treat to see that. Now, getting along with other items that I did get. Um, and I normally don't do these both together, but I know I'm not going to put out another video anytime soon. So I did get some journals from Archer and Olives. I know. I said that I was on a journal sabbatical for this year, but a couple of these journals that I got, they were just calling my name. So let's look at this first one. This first one, my favorite color, you guys, is green. As you can see, my pictures in the back are green. I have a lot of green things in my home, but I'm doing so much better than what I used to. So this first journal that I get is a B5. Now, if you don't know the sizes of a journal, a B5 is about a 7 by 10, roughly. And so this is gorgeous. Like, I don't even know what I'm going to use this for, but it's 160 GSM paper. At the inside of this name tag, it has a gusset pocket in the back where you can store information, and this is, I think, 160 pages. So that is the first journal. I'm going to get through these really quick because I do have some house projects that I'm working on. I want to eat my lunch. I want to prep up my painting space, and then I'm going to wash my hair, and then while my hair dry, I'm going to finish painting, finish some of my painting projects. So this second one, let me show you the box cover. This is the box cover, absolutely gorgeous. And this is the journal. Now this particular journal, I've actually wanted this journal since it's been out, and I don't know, I couldn't justify just buying one item. But I went ahead and got it. Isn't this gorgeous? And it says right here, do it for yourself. So this right here may either be my spring journal or my wellness journal. I haven't decided yet, you guys, because I have plenty of other journals that I have not used. This is also 7 by 10, a B5 size. And look at the inside of this. Isn't that gorgeous? It has the same gusset pockets in the back, pen loop so you can hold your pen, and it has this strap so you can keep your journal closed. Now, when I'm actively using my journals, honestly, I do not use that the piece right here. I keep mine closed like this, because if you keep, sometimes it depends, because I normally will sit mine on a shelf, they are lined up, it tends to rub up against other items. So that is another one of my B5s. Lovely, lovely, lovely. I've been doing this thing where I've been doing like a creative page once a day in my journal. So I'm doing it seasonally. Right now, I am working on my winter journal. And this is nothing that I really wanted to share online, but I'll let you see the journal. This is my journal, and I'm currently, as you can see, the pages I'm currently working on it because the goal is to do a page a day. So I give you an idea of how this one looks. It opens up in January, and then I have, like a mood board for January, and then I just talk about or create things that happen in a day. Now, I do not sit down every day and use this journal. I find one day out of the week where I can either put the clippings down or cut them out and put them in the back gusset pocket, and then I find some time. Normally it takes about, it depends on my mood. It takes about maybe 30 minutes when I'm like maybe listening to an audio book, getting ready to wind down for the evening. I will just, grab one of my journals and do some therapeutic activities. Now, last but not least, now, I will say this, and I am guilty of this. I said if Archer and Olive ever has an A4 journal, I am going to get it. Now, there has been a couple of times they've had A4 journals and I didn't get it because they just wasn't, I liked them, but it wasn't, I wasn't completely sold on it. But this one, I was completely sold on it. And this right here actually started me going down a rabbit hole of getting the other two journals. This is my, isn't this, oh my goodness. So this is a A4. A4 is normally, the measurements are usually 8.5 or 8, I need to measure it, by 11.5. So it's like a regular standard size sheet of paper. So if I was to turn it this way, it would be what you would see. And this one right here is actually gorgeous. So I got the one with the lines in it, which I'm surprised because normally I would get dot grid. But I'm actually going to use this one right here as a scrapbooking journal of things that's going on, in a sense where I want to chart certain occasions and milestones. It has these beautiful like sage green lines. I don't know if you can see it well on here. Beautiful. Now, they do have this journal also in a blank and dot grid. But I definitely was very mindful that I wanted a line, yes, for writing. And also, it is also 160 GXM, 160 pages, and it also has a gusset pocket in the back. That's going to be interesting on trying to use that. And I understand why they did that. I probably would have put my gusset pocket at the top, but because it's just, I don't even know if I'm going to use that gusset pocket in the back. It just depends on what I need to put back there. But yeah, this right here is the object that I wanted, and I went ahead and got the other two because more than likely, Archer and Olives, they are always producing, the company itself They're always producing beautiful, beautiful journals. But the reality of life is that you cannot get everything that you feel like you should have, right? There are limits and there are boundaries. Well, at least for me. The reason why I do love I do purchase from Archer and Olive is because of the mission statement of the company, and that is for mental health. And so they are really big on focusing on mental health. And that was the one thing that drew me to the product, the brand itself. Now, um, once at one point, they would have these sales for their journals, and so the process has changed. So if you want something and you really do know that you like it, I can only advise you to get it. But that's neither here nor there. I wanted to come in today and just share with you some items that I've acquired. And I did get this right here too. But this is not so much new. But I want to share this because um, this is one of my self-prompting journals, and anything that's like chaotic or something that's stressful in my life, I write about it. Maybe it's a couple of sentences, why that upset me or freaked me out. So today I had a moment. I'm gonna be honest with you. And so I grabbed this instantly, and I'm glad that I'm training my mind to, like get all of this out and just be done with this so I can refocus. And so it is called I'm so freaking freaked out, and it's a journal in which I can furiously scribble in heavily detailed, multi-layered evidence of how freaking freaked out I was because I was it was pulsing through my brain like the television news treatment of a minor natural disaster with myself. I'm not going to read the rest of this, but I thought it was funny when I originally got it a few months ago. And so, like, every now and then I pull this out and I'm like, you know what? Let me just put it down on paper and just be done with it. And honestly, I'm going to be honest with you, it helped so much. It motivated me. It kind of shifted my brain, like, you know what? And that's what you need to do next time. And that won't be the situation. So that helped. And so, in saying that, let me close this video. I just thought I would come in for a unhaul and planner and journal and book chat. And hopefully I will see you next time. Thank you for stopping by, fam. Bye-bye.